Hello, my dear little ones. Welcome back to our today's mathematics class.
In our previous classes, we learned about millimeter and centimeter. What's the relation between millimeter and centimeter? Yes, 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. We know that centimeter is the unit of length used to measure the length of small objects. There is another unit of length which is bigger than centimeter. What's that? Meter. Do you know how many centimeters make 1 meter? 100 centimeters make 1 meter. Students, there is also a large unit of length. That unit is called kilometer. Listen, kilometer is used to express the distance between two places. There is also a relationship between meter and kilometer. That is, 1000 meters make 1 kilometer. Therefore, it forms another equation, that is 500 meters equals half kilometer. Then let's go to the textual activities. Water tank. The Grama Panchayat decided to lay pipes from the water tank to the school. On the first day, 1 kilometer and 800 meters of pipe was laid, and on the second day, 1 kilometer and 500 meters. What is the total length of pipes? How much was the length of pipe laid on the first day? 1 kilometer and 800 meter. Then, how much was laid on the second day? 1 kilometer and 500 meter. To find out the total length of pipes, let's add them. 1 kilometer and 800 meter plus 1 kilometer and 500 meter. 0 plus 0, 0. Again 0 plus 0, 0.
8 plus 5 equals 13. Write 3 here and 1 is to be carried in the place of kilometer. Next, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 kilometer. Hence, total length of pipes equals 3 kilometer and 300 meter.
Let's go to the next activity. How far? See the distance by train from Thiruvananthapuram to various places. Thiruvananthapuram to Kollam, 65 kilometers. Thiruvananthapuram to Kottayam, 161 kilometers. Thiruvananthapuram to Shornur, 327 kilometers. Thiruvananthapuram to Kozhikode, 414 kilometers. And Thiruvananthapuram to Kasaragod, 589 kilometers. What is the distance by train from Thiruvananthapuram to Kasaragod? Yes, 589 kilometers. How far must one travel from Kottayam to reach Kasaragod by train? See, the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Kasaragod is 589 kilometers. And the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Kottayam is 161 km. To find out the distance from Kottayam to Kasaragod, subtract 161 km from 589 km. 589 minus 161. 9 minus 1, 8. 8 minus 6, 2. 5 minus 1, 4. 428. How far must one travel from Kottayam to reach Kasaragod by train? 428 km. Next question. Ernakulam is 59 kilometers away from Kottayam in the direction of Shornur. How long one must travel from Thiruvananthapuram to reach Ernakulam? See, the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Kottayam is 161 km. Ernakulam is 59 km away from Kottayam.
So, to find out the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Ernakulam, add 59 km with 161 km. 161 plus 59. 1 plus 9, 10. Write 0 in the ones place and 1 is to be carried in the tens place. 6 plus 5, 11 plus 1, 12. Write 2 in the tens place and 1 is to be carried in the hundreds place. 1 plus 1, 2. 220. How long one must travel from Thiruvananthapuram to reach Ernakulam? 220 kilometer.
Next question. How many kilometers does a train travel in its journey from Kasaragod to Kollam? See, the distance from Kasaragod to Thiruvananthapuram is 589 km. The distance from Kollam to Thiruvananthapuram is 65 km. So, to find out the distance from Kasaragod to Kollam, subtract 65 km from 589 km. 589 minus 65. 9 minus 5, 4. 8 minus 6, 2. And 5 is here. 524. Therefore, how many kilometers does a train travel in its journey from Kasaragod to Kollam? 524 km. Which is nearer to Ernakulam, Kollam or Kozhikode? At first, we have to find the distance from Ernakulam to Kollam. We know that the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Ernakulam is 220 km. And the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Kollam is 65 km. So, to find out the distance from Ernakulam to Kollam, subtract 65 km from 220 km. 220 minus 65. We can't subtract 5 from 0, so borrow 1 from 2. 0 becomes 10 and 2 becomes 1. 10 minus 5, 5. Here again, we can't subtract 6 from 1. So, we have to borrow 1 from 2. 1 becomes 11 and this 2 becomes 1. 11 minus 6, 5. And 1 is here. 155. Therefore, the distance from Ernakulam to Kollam is 155 km. Next, we have to find the distance from Ernakulam to Kozhikode. We know that the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Kozhikode is 414 km.
And the distance from Thiruvananthapuram to Ernakulam is 220 km. To find out the distance from Ernakulam to Kozhikode, subtract 220 km from 414 km. 414 minus 220. 4 minus 0, 4. We can't subtract 2 from 1, so borrow 1 from 4. 1 becomes 11 and 4 becomes 3. 11 minus 2, 9. 3 minus 2, 1. 194. The distance from Ernakulam to Kozhikode is 194 km. See, the distance from Ernakulam to Kollam is 155 km. Therefore, which is nearer to Ernakulam, Kollam or Kozhikode? Kollam. Children, did you understand today's activities? Okay, fine. You have to do these activities as an exercise in your maths note. That's all for today, children. Today's class is over. See you in the next class. Thank you.